What is good in the hood? Ah, my lats. See right here, it looks alright. No, it looks like normal, like looks fine, you know? It's like, when you get under here, that's like, not so fine. But, we're improving here. Anyways, let me try to flip this. I can't flip it. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of go with it, because, screw it. Okay, so, this is so weird. Alright. So, hey y'all, my name's David. This is episode number 2, or blog number 2, of the journey to, 10% body fat. Today, I weighed myself higher than yesterday. I'm gonna get in the habit of, kind of saying my weight on this vlog. I do track it. I use, an app called Carb Manager. It's free, and, sorry, no. I do use Carb Manager. I use Drop for the other one. Anyways, this is really just off the cusp kind of stuff. And yes, I do wear this a lot. It's like my go-to pajama. So hate me, love me, whatever, It is what it is. Yeah, so today worked out. Today was the treadmills, they were kind of like unplug / off. I couldn't really use them. But today was leg day, push / chest day, and also back day. And so for legs, I was really unsure about that because, as I mentioned before in a previous video, I hurt my back doing deadlifts, at the start of the week. It was my first movement of the week on Monday, and third set, first rep, it just kind of yanked something, and it's gotten better, but right now, it's just certain angles I'm just I just can't really mess around with that. But standing up straight, that's basically fine. I can twist, that's fine too for the most part. I just can't really bend forward or bend backwards. That's the main movement that I'm really limited right now. So I can't really do legs. I tried doing crunches on the medicine balls today, the big yoga balls, and it felt fine. But I had a belt on, and so that maybe affected my movement, but it just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like my upper core was activated. So yeah, that was eh. And then I also tried, so anyways, I had to adjust. So what I did do was, I took a dumbbell, I took a seat on one of those, there's a box. I took a seat and I put a dumbbell between my feet, and I just started lifting up my, my legs, just like that. And they were de facto leg extensions. So that worked. That was pretty cool. I couldn't do so much weight on it. And also, it was pressure on my back, moving forward, sitting forward. So I just did 20 pounds on that. I tried to just go for a squeeze at the very top, and it was all right. And then I did lunges. So with the belt on, I just did lunges, making sure to keep my my spine, my back straight, and that felt pretty good. I was getting in the zone, I was getting heated up, and then I finished off with I used the wind bike. I'm pretty sure there's a better name for that, but it's a bike where you kind of just push forward and backwards as you're pedaling. Except I didn't use my arms this time. I just kind of used it as a normal bicycle. And I did 5 rounds of that at a half minute each round, going really hard. And yeah, it was a good pump. And then I did some pull-ups, just different variations. And then I hopped on a chest press machine, because right now it's really hard for me to use heavy dumbbells and recline on a seat. So it's better for me to just go on a machine, if there's a machine available, and just kind of sit down, use 25s and 10s to load it up, because 45s are really heavy right now for me. Yeah, and it was good. It just made me like just squeeze the very top all the better. So yeah, and then nutrition wise, I went to go see a buddy of mine today to kind of help me out, learn about technology stuff, because as much as I want to just be open with you and everything, I also don't want to make it really hard to understand where I'm coming from, meaning that in the previous videos when I would turn my phone like this, apparently when you start filming like this vertically and then you change it horizontally, it still shows the screen as if it was vertical. And so you have to start off showing it horizontally, which is what I did today. And which is why hopefully when this is uploaded, it will come out normal / taking up the whole screen. Also, for some reason when I upload this onto my computer, I upload it to a social account, to a social media account, and then I download it on my laptop there. These files are pretty big, and so if you have any tips on how to upload files better to the laptop, I'd appreciate those. I tried WhatsApp, I tried email, but it looks like any video past 10 minutes or so is just kind of too big to process. So leave your comments down below if you want to give tips or whatever. Yeah, so that was that little snippet, and just talking with him about what I want to do with this channel. The main first and foremost thing is just document the experience, because and he was saying that maybe you should do like a week by week thing, and I thought, I considered it, because I think it's really empowering to see somebody else go through what you're going through or trying to go through, whatever. And and it's the thing is this is a daily thing. I'm gonna touch on discipline a little bit more right now, because it's every day. Every day, the difference between you and going toward your goals are a few decisions. It's not having that slice of pizza, not having that one drink with your friends. It all adds up. I'm not saying to not have pizza, I'm not saying to not drink or have sweets or whatever, but track it, I'm sure later down the line, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me maybe having a drink of liquor or whatever, or having some fish that's like not keto, for instance, and that's fine. Like the idea is not for this to take over my life. I'm de facto doing that right now with this whole documentation thing, but really, this takes like 10 minutes or so. Uploading it takes forever, but I can do other stuff on my laptop or just whatever. And so I'm trying to just maintain it, because as I mentioned in the previous video, having that discipline to do it every single day, it can be a struggle to get to that level, and so I'm just trying to just have a calm excitement. So right now, I may not sound super excited, but I really am, because I know that these daily disciplines will add up, and little by little, a mountain will be created. And yeah, and so I posted on Instagram, my handle is fit_Droman, and it was my favorite quote, and it goes like this: our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that others don't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. So that's a quote by Marianne Williamson. It's been my favorite quote since I enjoyed quotes, since back in like 2012, really, when I just became aware of that quote. And yeah, like, don't be ashamed to say no to things, like, not having that pizza with your friends, or, going out to eat, or if you have to eat, a different meal, like salad or chicken, or, have water instead of soda. You know, there are alternatives, you know. Instead of like getting like grilled like fried chicken, get grilled chicken, you know. Instead of getting corn tortillas, get lettuce wraps, you know, if possible. You know, it's making that intention and doing it constantly, you know, because that's just the stuff that adds up. You know, you may not see it. Like I don't see like the major changes my body's gone through over the years per se overnight. You know, they happen so gradually, so gradually. But I can tell you right now, I'm down like around 60 pounds from when I was about a year and a half ago, you know. And, you know, there are bursts, there are times of, you know, really good movement, and we're in a groove, you know. But the idea is to, you know, just stay in a groove, you know. Don't hate yourself if one day you just, you know, you mess up, quote unquote. You have a cheat meal, quote unquote. I say quote unquote because, you know, it's all food, you know, it all makes sense. You know, in general, I don't believe you should hate food. You really shouldn't. But you should make it work for yourself, you know. So today, for instance, I was on a tight schedule. I didn't, you know, I know I wasn't gonna be able to cook at my friend's house. And so what I do, I bought a bag of almonds with me, you know. That's literally all I ate from like 2 to 5-ish, pretty much. And yeah, that bag of almonds, you know, it has 180 calories per serving. That's 9 servings in the bag. You know, that's 1,620 calories just in a bag of almonds. This is the other key thing. Drink a lot of water. You know, normally those almonds would fill me up, but having, you know, a jug of water with you just ensures that you're filled up. You know, so just little tips. Yeah, so I'm gonna start planning out what I say in these videos. I'm gonna say like the, you know, the main points, you know, like I guess my physique, my weight, you know, the things I did that day per se. But I also want to just, you know, share a little knowledge, you know, because although like I may not be where I want to be, you know, like I'm really not where I want to be right now, like at all. Like clothing is really empowering. Like my tricep, you see some tricep anyways. But yeah. So I'm not where I want to be, but you know, I have lost weight in the past. You know, I've maintained this weight, roughly 180 for the past like 4 weeks, which now that I say that verbally, it's like not much to brag about, but you know, the weight's gone down and my weight kind of for the first time ever is kind of like lower like today than it was like a year ago. So it's showing improvement. So, you know, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy that's trying to document this journey and, you know, inspire others to do the same. As far as like, you know, reaching their body composition goals, not actually documenting too. Although if you want to document, you know, kudos to you. Anyways, guys, hasta la próxima.